Hey there, it's Wayfair here, where delivery and setup are as easy as a few taps on your phone. You're relaxing in an old hammock, scrolling Wayfair's app, when you spot it, a brand new patio set. Next thing you know, Wayfair delivers it right to your patio and sets it up. Oh, you need a new grill too? All right, Wayfair's got you covered. With Wayfair's Room of Choice delivery and fast expert setup on qualifying orders, life gets a little easier. Visit wayfair.com or the Wayfair app.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Welcome to the Black Tax. There's an African proverb that says, when you act like a doormat, people will walk over you. And when you act like a rotten plum, bats will eat you. Like many during the financial crisis, I lost both my jobs. One I quit, one I lost because they couldn't afford me. The other one I quit because my boss made sexual advances towards me. And there are certain lines I don't cross, won't cross, will never cross. And that is one of them. So I hadn't gotten my unemployment yet because I was fighting with them about that. So I was looking for temp assignments that I could use my skill sets in an effective way and make some money on the side while I was trying to get my unemployment. Fortunately, I found a job with a production company that needed somebody to come in, organize contract, review the contracts, give them notes back. It would be 35-hour week, an hour for lunch. The rate of pay was decent. It was paying, I think it was like $2.25 an hour. So I was like, okay, that's cool. I can function on that. And I started my day. I come in, I get in at 9. I take my lunch at 1. I walk out the door at 5. It was an easy breezy kind of thing. I could whisk through these contracts because I was familiar with these contracts. So it wasn't like I was reading licensing contracts, music contracts, control compositions, copyright notices. It wasn't like I didn't know what it was. I knew what to look for. I could spot it fast and I can get through them easy. So I had been here maybe 3 or 4 weeks, going on my 5th week, and a lot of the work was getting done. I think I may have had another 3 or 4 boxes that I needed to go through, but the bulk of it had been done. I was speeding through it. It was supposed to be a 6-week assignment, and it was turning into more of an 8-week assignment. I'm now at the beginning of the 8th week and trying to wrap up what I need to wrap up. And I think somewhere along the line, somebody had bought in 2 more boxes, and I was like, okay, my assignment's over on Friday. I don't know if this is going to happen. So the woman who oversaw this had been on vacation for 2 months. Short, white woman, bossy, dressing way too young for her age, a whole lot of hair, a whole lot of makeup, and she had a stench to her, a cigarette stench. She was a chain smoker. So I'm sitting in the office going through what I need to go through. I've got my day planned out. I'm through my morning. She flows in around 12 o'clock, 12:45, and I'm heading out the door to go to lunch. So when I come back in after lunch, I have the rest of my afternoon ready to go, what I need to get done so that I can wrap the week up with everything that needs to get done, with the exception of these new boxes that have just come, which is going to take me an additional 2 weeks to get through, but they have to decide if they're going to keep me on or not. So I'm sitting in my office. I've got my music playing. I'm making my notes. I'm going through. I'm putting everything into the Excel spreadsheet. I'm ensuring that my notes are detailed enough, and whoever is coming in to replace me or whoever's getting hired to do my job can see where everything is, why it's categorized this way, so that there's never anything missing. And if they did a search in the Excel spreadsheet, then they could find what they needed to find. They could then connect dots because there was always something that worked in conjunction with each other that all had to kind of be in the same kind of space. So I hear somebody screaming, Michael, and I'm not paying it any attention. I was like, I don't know who the fuck that is. I don't really fucking care because it don't make a difference. So then it stopped, and then maybe 30 minutes later, it was, Michael, come in here, Michael, and just yelling. And I kept going on about my day, doing my job. So it's about 3:30, almost 4 o'clock, and the woman who I had never met, who had been on vacation for 8 weeks, she strolls into the office, and she is yelling at me at the top of her lungs. Don't you hear me telling you? How dare you disrespect me this way? What's wrong with you? You people ain't got no respect for nothing. I'm trying to get your attention and you're not listening to me. I don't appreciate this. And I was like, wait, whoa. First off, hello, how are you? And she's like, I don't need you to calm me down. I can calm myself down. I was like, well, you're yelling at me and I don't even know who you are. And I don't know why you're yelling at me. She says, I've been calling you for over an hour and you're ignoring me. You are calling someone named Michael. My name is Malik. Malik, not Michael. Very different. And she's like, well, just for your information, you don't know, you really don't know much. Michael is the English version of Malik. Now I sat there and I thought to myself, it's Friday. I've gotten paid. They got to extend my contract. If they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. Because I'm not going to extend it. Because what I'm not going to do is sit here and allow this woman to be that disrespectful to me and think I'm going to stay here after you yelled and screamed at me and then try to gaslight me to make me not know what my name means. So my full name, Malik Shakur, means king that is thankful to God. I am named after El Hajj Malik Shabazz as an homage to my father's hero, Malcolm X, who was assassinated in February of 65, and then I am born in June of 65. My last name, Shakur, is associated with the Black Panther Party, which was the family name that the Panthers took. And my father wanted to ensure that his firstborn would have a name that would be respectful of his hero, but honor his presence and future, which is why my last name is Shakur, which means thankful to God. Okay, now that I got that out the way, let me get back to the story. So I looked at this woman and I was like, Michael is not the English translation of Malik. The English translation of Malik, or the meaning of my name, would be king, monarch. It is the third name of the 99 names of Allah. So if you want to address me in an English version of my name, I will graciously accept you calling me king or His Royal Highness. Don't say I didn't give you choices, because we all have choices. She lost her shit. You don't know who the fuck you're dealing with, and fuck you, and fuck this, your mother, and blah, 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 blah. I mean, I have never seen a woman that red and that angry, coughing. And then she did one cough, and this wad of phlegm flew out of her mouth, up in the air, and landed on the desk on the contract I was looking at. I too was appalled. I was grossed out. I was like, this nasty fucking bitch. And so I stood up. Whew, memories. I stood up. I got my things. I put them in my bag. I was like, today's my last day. I wish you well. I wish you light. I wish you happiness. I wish you joy. As I tried to squeeze around her because she was standing in the doorway, she was like, you're not going anywhere until you finish everything you need to finish. And I was like, ma'am, the last contract I needed to finish is now where your phlegm sits. And if you think I'm going to touch that, you are out of your fucking mind. Good day. Called my agency, told them what happened. They were apologetic. Of course, that wasn't the story that was told, which is fine. I don't care. I'm good. I didn't get another job from the agency because clearly the white woman told them some bold-faced lie and thinking that was going to hurt me. But when I finished the assignment, that Monday, my unemployment kicked in. So I was like, okay, I'm good. You're good. We're good. Everything is working out the way it needs to work out. I wanted to tell this story about the audacity of white people when it comes to black people working in corporate America. There's some unspoken language that they think that we are DEI candidates. That's how we got here. We're not smart enough to know anything. We have to be told what to do because if left to our own devices, we'll be running amok. We are professional. We are talented. We are gifted. We are all educated, which is why when it happens, our intelligence, our beings are all insulted. Now, I know that my stories tend to be a little much, but I'm a much. I'm a lot of much. But I also know that I stand my ground. My principles are my principles. You will address me accordingly, or you won't be spoken to or answered. If you want to tell me what my parents named me and then want to gaslight me about what is and what isn't, when I know what is right versus what is wrong, normally them, then we don't need to communicate. We don't need to be in the same circles or environment, because what I'm not going to do is dim my light so that you can shine and have some dominion over who I am. Remember, you have choices in what you do. There's this thing called quiet quitting. And many of my Generation Xers aren't understanding what it means to quiet quit, because we've been so ingrained to want to make sure we do the best job we can so we can hold on to our jobs and maintain the lifestyle we have. But job security in 2024 is not what it was in 1984. And I think we have to remember that as times change, we have to change, and we have to become more flexible in how we earn money with respect, not earn money with disrespect. Stay woke. We out.